Okay, so we're looking at the stages of change model. Stages of change is looking at any form of behaviour change. So when a person starts off, you look at pre-contemplation, and pre-contemplation is everything's great, I'm having a good time, I don't want to change, life's fantastic. We then start to come to our contemplation stage where we start to think about what is going on for us, and whether that's we have a bad night out, or we start to have arguments with our family, our employment is having issues around that, and we start to go, hang on, what's going on for me? What am I doing? Is this really what I want for myself? Once we go through that and we start to make decisions, we're looking at the planning and looking at making planning around our changes, whatever that may be. So it's whether it's I'm looking to reduce my use and cut back, or I'm looking to give up completely. These are some of the steps I might need to take to achieve my goals, whatever they may be. Then you're looking at going into the action stage and looking at doing and implementing that plan that you put into place. Once you've done that for a while, you're starting to really set in that routine and around your behaviour change. So then you're starting to go into your maintenance stage where you're maintaining that solid change that you had, and you're building on what you've done, and you might add a bit to it. And then looking at, and a very common one is the relapse and lapse, and the misconceptions around that is that your lapse, easiest way to describe that is slip in the road. So you had your behaviour, you put in place your new routine, and you have a slip up, and you do temporarily go back to an old behaviour. It's a slip up, and it's not the end of the world, and you learn from that, and you might make a bit more solid plan and keep going. And then you're looking at relapse. Relapse is return to old behaviour, where you completely go back. And so sometimes that can be a very big misconception out there, is that I had a slip up, so that's it, it's all over, I've stuffed up my change, which is not true. It just means that there's something there that you need to just look at and make that plan a bit more solid. We learn things as we go. The stages of change is fluid. There's no set way to go through it. Sometimes people go through it very quickly. Other people might go through it multiple times around any sort of behaviour change.